let me show you how to build the shutter effect on scroll to reveal content. Let's break it down. First, come up to the top left, sizing preferences, and always show advanced. We'll start by building the hero section, on top of which we'll have the shutter effect to reveal more content as we scroll. In our section, let's first turn on the advanced CSS grid, adding 2 more rows, with the first being 91 viewport height and the next 2 as 100 viewport height. This will provide us with the room to scroll and allow our animations to take place. In the top cell, I'll drop in an image, swap it, and then stretch it to be the full container. I'm going to add in 2 lines of text with a font of first regular. Then I'll stack them together. I'll add in a few more pieces of text, an underlined CTA, and a small branded icon in the top left. And that's most of the first section done, so now let's fix up that top nav bar. First, I'll go ahead and delete everything in here, and then set the height to 9 VH, and make sure the position is sticky to the top. Then I'll swap the color for something a little more neon and drop in an image of our logo alongside with some styled links, which are just stacks of underlined text. In this case, we're using the Segoil Micro Medium font. Now let's go ahead and actually start building out our shutter effect. Let's drop in a container and set it to full width and height and make it transparent. Then drop in another container, making it the full dimensions, and set this container to our neon orange. I'll add in some text and stack these lines together, then place them in a container, which will be important for our animation later, and finally add in a bit of text above. That is the full design for this section, so now let's start animating. First, let's start by setting the section to sticky to the top with a 9 VH offset. Then on our outer shutter container, add in an entrance effect of fade with 0 duration and 0 delay. The reason we do this is so we don't get a flash of the shutter container loading and then hiding when the site loads, kind of like this. Then on the next container inwards, let's add in a scroll effect with a type of in and select shutters. Then we can set the direction from left, 24 parts, stagger, and 50 to 100%. On this upper text, I'll have an animation type of in and fade, and the animation area will be 50 to 100% too. Then I'm gonna add in the exact same animation, but for our text container below, and to the bottom line of that text, I'll also add in a move scroll effect with the following settings. And with that, you should have everything you need to create this interactive shutter scroll website. Want to see more videos like this? Check out another tutorial.